Temoinsgirl. What a beautiful question. Would you rather be right or would you rather be wise? Now, I looked at the description and I've watched the video several times, as Precambrian Lullaby had as well. There's a lot involved here. A great deal. Wisdom is an interesting idea, and to segregate it from being right, there may be a justification for that, but I'm not entirely sure. Because when I look at the idea of wisdom, the one presented in the description bar, it ties itself greatly to things such as efficiency, um, the ability to take an action optimally. And these things are things that are preoccupations of living things. Nature itself has no concern for that sort of thing, because in nature there is no waste, there is no loss. Everything gets utilized always, 100%, and it doesn't have any concerns. Us, on the other hand, we have a finite existence, and that finiteness makes it necessary for us to concern ourselves with timeliness, the length of time we have to live, the amount of time it takes to do things, the amount of time we can only go so long without oxygen, so long without water, etc. All these things are necessary fulfillments of life, requirements of life. So we occupy ourselves with that sort of thing. Now, optimally and efficiency, well, sometimes you want to experiment, and you're right, you make mistakes. You have to make mistakes. Interesting thing recently I've discovered about what goes to make up a life. There seems to be two major components: experience and interpretation. So perception and interpretation of the perception. And this compounds over time. Your previous experiences are going to be interpreted a certain way, and they will go towards the next set of experience and interpreting them, etc., etc. Another thing that seems to be involved here is the control of one's emotional reactions, and that smacks to me of what I might call or consider an uneducated emotional faculty. I think we don't go through a proper process of training ourselves emotionally to deal with our emotions, because they can be useful tools to us, but no one seems to have given them enough consideration to think that they can be trained in a healthy fashion, to have healthy outcomes of emotional responses to things. I think if I had to give some sort of an answer, I'd choose wisdom. I'd rather be wise than right, because I think you can be wrong and wise because you've made the best decision that you possibly can given your context of knowledge, and you take the necessary action because of a limit of time that you have to do it. You don't have the time to pursue something else, the ultimate answer. There is that ultimate thing is a little bit off the wall as far as I'm concerned. You can't have ultimate. You only have what's available to you, and what you need to do is take an action. Taking an action is a wise thing. If it's the only action you can take, even if it's a failure, at least it's something. But wisdom, to me, discovering that something works, is one of the joys I get. And I love the way you describe YouTube as the ultimate university. I know I'm doing some meandering myself. a wisdom would be making the best use of what you do have. There is no perfect answer. Um, and I'm speaking specifically of a lot of theists' way of presenting it. Perfect is the unattainable, and that makes it absolutely useless as far as I'm concerned. It has to be attainable, it has to be useful. I was just taking a break and enjoying some videos. Really enjoyed this one. That's one of the things I enjoy about your videos, to get this going. I like to think. And a little bit of discourse back and forth between you and Precambrian Lullabies. You'd be going along the lines of somebody who's not well read but enjoys thinking about things until something makes sense. And I like that because I am somewhat the same way. I am not well read. I don't have a lot of reading under my belt, and I usually have a difficult time with it. I'll read some materials over and over and over and over and over again and try to figure it out, try to understand it. Maybe that's a detriment to myself, I don't know. But I still enjoy the pursuit. I think enjoying the pursuit is an important element. Don't you? Thanks. Talk to you later sometime, hopefully. Not too long.